Braze English Online, your route to English success.
We have here an article from The Guardian, which is a UK newspaper. Counterfeiter with perfectionist streak arrested in Spain by Ashifa Kassam, January 23rd, 2014. What we'll do, we'll read it through first time, and then we'll go through it afterwards to look at one or two of the difficult words and also to look at some of the pronunciations. The picture, first of all, obviously a counterfeiter's tools, a counterfeiter being someone who forges money. So he's got a lot of notes there, he's got the tools that he uses to do the forgeries. This is the Ministerio del Interior, the Policía, from Spain. Let's see what it says. Fake money and forging equipment on display in Spain after the arrest of the man, a self-taught graphic artist and former printer. One of Europe's top currency forgers has been arrested, Spanish police said. The 60-year-old man, whom police called a real artist of counterfeit money, had worked with such a degree of perfectionism that his €50 note ranked among Europe's top 10 imitation bills. Following a year-long investigation, officials from Spain's National Police and Europol detained the man on Monday in the garage of his house outside Toledo. It would be easy to fool anyone with these bills. They're very well done, said a chief inspector with the investigation, adding that the man was a self-taught graphic artist who had previously worked in the printing business. Police said the quality of the man's bills and the sheer volume he produced had made him one of the top counterfeiters in Europe. This type of counterfeiter, said the inspector, they have a big ego and a big drive to excel. Logically, they keep trying to outdo themselves because it's an illegal product, and the better it's made, the more popular it will be on the black market. The garage of the man's modest home had been turned into a workshop, with every inch of its cramped, messy space filled with printers, stamps, and ink cartridges. Police also seized a homemade oven, described as a type of microwave, designed to dry the counterfeit notes. Full pages of printed out €50 notes sat on a work table, waiting to be cut. Crumpled up printouts of rejected notes sat in the rubbish bin. Along with his signature €50 notes, police found stacks of dollar bills, which will be sent to the US for further analysis. A box full of printer paper was also seized, with the heads of former American presidents embossed several times on each page. Police say the man also falsified passports for various European countries. His euros crisscrossed the continent, ending up as far as Germany and Romania. Police were able to recoup counterfeited imitation notes worth €310,000, £255,000, but estimate that £1 million of counterfeit notes is still floating around Spain and potentially the rest of Europe. The reach of the man's notes was even more impressive for the fact that he had only started counterfeiting 2 years ago. Police said they put an end to his counterfeiting career at a critical point, just as he was about to multiply his business threefold. 4 others were arrested as part of the operation, including the man's 45-year-old wife. The 3 others, said police, worked to introduce the counterfeit notes into the economy. More arrests are expected in the case, as police believe the man worked with a team of about 30 people. Right, so we'll have a look now at some of the more difficult words. Streak. a part of someone's character or a type of behaviour that is different from the rest of their character. For example, you can say that a person's a very nice person, but he has a cruel streak. In this case, it was a perfectionist streak. A cruel streak, he killed the cat or whatever. Fake, made to look like something else. Self-taught, he taught himself. To fool, to trick someone by making them believe something that isn't true. Bills, paper money. Sheer, used as an adjective to emphasize the amount or degree of something. Watching my local football team is frequently sheer misery, means it's very miserable. Drive, an effort to achieve something. Outdo, to make a great effort to do something better than you usually do it. Cramped, small and crowded. Messy, very untidy or dirty. Cartridges, a small container with ink inside that you put into a printer or pen. Crumpled up, to crush something like paper or cloth so that it forms untidy folds. Stacks, a pile of things placed one on top of another. Embossed, decorated with a raised design. Crisscrossed, to go across a place back and again, taking a different path each time. Floating around, moving around slowly. Reach, the distance travelled. Threefold, 3 times as much. Right, so we'll have a look at now and have a look at 1 or 2 past tense pronunciations. You probably know that we're looking here at words like arrested, called. You probably know that ed as a past tense, it never says ed. It says id, it. It says de, t, or id. So I like to think of it as 1 being de, 2 being t, and 3 being id. So if we've got arrested, for example, that's 3, id. Have a look at the others. Called. What's called? Is it 1, de? Is it 2, t, or is it 3, id? Called. 1, de. Worked. Worked. Which one is that? 2, t. Ranked. Ranked. Ranked means rated. Ranked, 2, t. Detained. Detained. 1, de. These are very difficult, especially for Spanish people. Find these very difficult. You might have a very, very high level of English, but still have problems with these EDs at the end. Next one, worked. Worked. That's 2, t. Produced. Produced. 1, de. Filled. Sorry, yeah, produced. Produced, I'm sorry. Produced. They're even difficult for Englishmen with a reasonable level of English. Produced. 2, t. Filled. 1, de. Described. Described. De. 1. Designed. De. 1. Rejected. Rejected. Well, here we can't say de, reject, de, reject, t. No, it's difficult, so we say 3, rejected, id. Embossed, hiding here. Embossed, 2, t. Falsified, d. 1. Counterfeited, 3. Started, id, 3. Arrested, 3. Expected, 3. And there we have the meanings again. Well, just remains to say, enjoy your English, stick at it. Remember that the best way of learning English is to read and to listen. Enjoy your English. Bye bye.